It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. All that and more coming up next.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get, and no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. On 2nd down, Russ. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Open man, that's Slayton. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Giants.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Wilson will throw again. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run here with the rookie. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. In motion, it's Robinson. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's caught Left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Play action now. Prescott. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll throw again. Dak. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Prescott now. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as My guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
On second down, it's Dak. There he goes again.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll go with him again. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Third and goal for Prescott. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Eric Gray to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And this is taken in by the defense. We are through one. 7-3 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Dak facing 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And the Giants are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Russ. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Now it's Wilson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Let's give them a yard down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. Here's Wilson. That one taken in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
When you call a bubble screen, you're really putting a lot of faith that your skill players, your wide receivers and backs, are going to be able to hold up there in space as blockers. And when you don't, sometimes you end up going backwards.
3rd and short. Prescott. Open man left side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time, and then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Again, Prescott to the air. That's to Ferguson once again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the air again, Prescott. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He'll throw it left and has his running back, and he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. They'll throw again. Dak. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys are back within 4. It is 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gray going to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They don't want a repeat of first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long. Once again, they keep it on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Taking off. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The throw on the run is complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. Dak to throw. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man is Robinson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big-time play out of the G-men. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now Russ. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Throwing is Wilson. A short one there to Bellinger. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Dak gonna run with it himself. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On third down, Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Prescott. Going right sideline and complete. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Prescott on first down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, it's Dak. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Prescott. Checking it down, this one is caught. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to cut it to 4, 17-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they'll take this down
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They'll throw again. Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense, and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Here comes 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll work his way only to the 23. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And the Giants are going to move out in front. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.